Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Rebel Galaxy Outlaw. You know, I'm a little bit concerned. First of all, somebody sprayed graffiti all over my fancy new space station, so I'm real upset about that, and I kinda have a feeling that I might know who did it. But also, I'm concerned about Juno's drinking. Listen, driving a spaceship, you should not drink and drive anything. But driving a spaceship has to be way more complicated and difficult and, like, mathy than driving a car, right? It's definitely not a thing you should do while inebriated. Anyway, I don't think we have anything here to do at Bountiful Vista for a while. We gotta let Spanner get stuff set up. So let's get back... Alright, it got me all over again. Proof of life, I suppose. Let's get back out and do some storyline missions. Let's go hunt What's-His-Face. You know, they say, when you embark on a quest for revenge, you should dig 2 graves. And we got ourselves a nice big rock to dig those graves on. That's called progress. Where the hell are we going? New Mexico? Louisiana. We're going to New Mexico, to the Louisiana jump gate in New Mexico. Got it. So, through Texas. Where the hell is the Texas jump gate? There we go. You know what? Let's take a little bit more of a languorous journey here. Let's just take a second and enjoy the wonders of space. It all kind of looks the same, I guess, when you're traveling at this speed. Oh.
Autopilot disengaged.
Okay, yeah, but why though? It didn't even give me a reason that time. It just... Huh. I mean, with the sound it made, I thought something had exploded. I guess for no reason? I think that was the game telling me to just get on with it. Fine, fine.
Destination reached.
Let's see if this guy actually wants to meet us at the jump gate, because last time somebody told us they would meet us at a jump gate, it turned out to be a total lie. There's still an awful lot of map left. I kind of wonder how much of the map is used over the course of the plot. Yo, man, there's so many places where we could potentially go and do some mining. And, like, it would be really cool to get the obtainium and turn it in, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. Richter wanted to meet with me. Alright, I guess we'll stop and meet Richter. I do want him to show up when called. Actually help us out with stuff, so.
Gonna go well for you.
Autopilot disengaged by hostiles.
Who dares? Is it really just a bunch of... Yeah, just a bunch of little garbage ships. Okay. A bunch of little garbage ships that have brought me potentially valuable cargo.
Hostile inbound.
My, a little lost thing.
I don't think I pressed the right button there.
Squirm now, little mammal.
I was trying to use the ECMs, but I think I pressed the wrong button because there's too many buttons in the damn cockpit. I can't remember what everything does. It's fine. At this point, like ships with armaments of this size, it would take so much fire to actually put us in any danger.
Inbound.
Which is not the same thing as us being invincible. Let's not get overconfident, but...
Quality received.
To be perfectly honest, our turret is killing enemies before I even realize that we're fighting them. Actually, the turret's a really nice thing to have. Well, there's no profit for you in this. I have bad news for you about your place in the universe. It turns out you're not the protagonist. Okay, Skag is definitely a thing that we have been able to sell in the past. Who knows? Maybe it's worth the effort to pick it up. We'll just fill the hole. There's a bunch of garbage here, but there's also some legal cargo that we should be able to sell. And also that I will crash into. It would be nice. It's far from necessary, but it would be nice to have a tractor beam that was a little bit longer ranged. That's the thing we can get, I believe. Okay, we actually picked everything up. Back to what I was doing. Why does Richter get his own color of notification beacon?
Destination reached.
I don't think we've seen anything that particular shade of green before.
Docking request received.
You know, I'm sure if we asked him, Richter would tell us he's just that special. It's a color he invented, you know, for the business. They call it Brustine. Somehow it didn't catch on. Alright, Richter, what do you want?
Oh, there she is. Sit down, sit down.
I have no idea why I'm here, if I'm honest.
Is he wearing a hat that says Richtertronics on it?
That's why. Look, I have grown understandably weary of my brother's attempts to cut me off from the family business. So it's time to do what any good entrepreneur does, and start my own.
Well, this should be good.
I actually love that hat. There should be another line there after well, this should be good. Do I have to...
Richtertronics.
Okay, yes, I had to press a
Rolls
button.
off the tongue, don't it? Purveyors of fine hand tool propulsion and subsystems components. I just need a facility to get manufacturing rolling.
I'm still not sure why I'm here.
It just so happens that there's a derelict refinery in the Colorado system that would be absolutely perfect. Only trouble is, it's overrun with infected.
Infected?
Oh, you haven't heard of them. They're mechanicals that are sick with a software virus. Makes them crazy, and other mechanicals have to stay away, 'cause I guess it's catching. Anyway, it's no threat to us. Well, apart from the regular kind of heavily armed threat.
So you want what? My help in clearing out the area around the refinery?
Yes, indeed. And I've got cash on hand to pay this time out, especially after all the money I'm gonna save on that refinery. I can buy it for a song.
Oh, hell, why not? I could always use some scratch.
That's my girl. I've already sent the coordinates your way. I'll see you there. Toodaloo.
Imagine starting your business by ordering hats. That was the first thing he did, right? Richter is... Listen, I'm not going to say he's a role model, but there are some things about him I admire a little bit. Alright, let's sell garbage. I don't need these diamonds. Hell yeah, they'll buy Skag at 3,900 per unit. I mean, it is a full ton of the stuff. I don't exactly know what Skag is. I mean, obviously it's an illegal drug, but I wonder how many doses a ton is. It feels like it must be a lot. I'm trying to think of things that I think I've ingested a ton of over the course of my entire life. To be perfectly honest, pizza. Maybe pizza. It's entirely possible. Do we want to, like, take on any missions here? Probably not. All this stuff's going to be... Oh, never mind. I was going to say all this stuff's going to be really low-paying and easy. But maybe not. Ooh, 6 units of Skag to Nacogdoches. We don't find this stuff terribly often. I can't carry around more garbage missions. I just can't do it. In fact, I should probably spend a little bit of time off camera just mining and getting that obtainium ore thing finished and out of our log. Hey, here's a question. What was the cost of that weapon we were going to buy again? Are we good on that? Because I remember it not being much. Oh, it's just a tiny bit more than we have. Well, you know what? Let's go do something real easy and in system and get that new toy then. What looks doable? I mean, Kansas is not far. This is work for the cops, which I'm not eager to do. You know what? Sure. I can do this. I can jump out to Kansas for that. That's... Yeah, I mean, it's the wrong way, but... not too far out of our way. It won't take too long to get back. And it is quite a lot of money for what is probably not very much work. Alright, so that's the New Mexico jump gate, which we do need to use, but not right this second. Hey, you know what I didn't do? Read the mission. Hold on. I'm gonna scan that guy real quick. Oh, it's just a bunch of little mercenary ships. I thought it was a small freighter. And we've pretty much completely gone over to the side of piracy. At this point, I'm not going to be embarrassed about the fact that we're just scanning and robbing everybody.
Randall Vance here, broadcasting out of
Okay, convoy distress. Let's go have a look.
hard-working folks. Stick with us.
Let's see exactly what sort of distress they are under.
Autopilot disengaged by distress signal.
Yeah, sure. We could go do a thing, I suppose.
Nobody around.
Destination reached.
Okay, so it's an ambush then. Oh no, just a black box. These have not been super valuable, I think. Oh, kind of bounced off of it a little bit.
Okay, that's got it.
I wonder if we could carve anything useful out of all these pieces of dead ships. I mean, I don't wonder hard enough to like actually scan them, obviously. It's sort of an idle wonder.
By craft proximity.
Ooh, that does look like a freighter. What have we here? Oh, bad news. Sorry, buddy. That's the wrong button.
We ain't all Robin Hoods out here. Mostly just hoods.
Fine. Take the cargo. Just let me live.
Smart move. I mean, like, what the hell was he gonna do, right? I had all the guns trained on him already. I was at a very awkward angle for him to defend himself. I said I wasn't gonna feel embarrassed. I do still feel a little bit bad about it.
Destination reached.
Okay, out here in the Neely junk field. I don't know what the end of that sentence is. Out here in the Neely junk field, okay, another black box. This time we are not going to crash into it. Juno is just like trying to invite the ambush, or cause an ambush to be spontaneously created by her foolishness. Okay, we are not getting any indication that I could mine anything useful out of any of these trashed hulls. Okay, we're gonna be more careful this time. There we go. Look at me not slamming into the black box.
Perhaps
Oh, right, of course.
strayed from where you should be.
Just what I needed.
Let's just get the scan finished and then we'll fight.
Let's see what we got here.
Doesn't look too dangerous, honestly. I'm way more likely to take damage from crashing into debris than I am from these guys.
Got it.
Yeah, see this dude right here? He's trying to lead me back into the garbage field. Because he knows.
Missile inbound.
It's possible that we overdeveloped our ship a little bit. I was having a lot of fun. But we may have made the next bits of the plot way too easy. Just overpowered ourselves a bit.
Juno, it's complete. The equipment bay is ready for your use, and equipment is already being shipped here. Please stop by and enjoy the fruits of our labor at your earliest convenience.
That does sound like a cool thing. Sells special weaponry not available at any other station. Oh. You know, it would not be too difficult for us to jump out there. Once we get back to Texas, we'll just turn around and go back to Eureka real quick. Hold on, let's finish the distress beacon thing. We have coordinates from black boxes now.
Reached.
Okay. Feel like I haven't really found anything here? Oh, just a cargo container.
I'll burn you to cinders.
Also some guys.
Hostile
I got
carved
a
entry
bad
in the
feeling
area.
about this. Huh. Nobody around.
Juno, we're currently shooting at somebody who is around.
Shit!
That guy did have some skag. Man, maybe we should take that skag delivery mission.
Missile inbound.
It's not really that rare. Oh, bad time for the tracers to run out of ammo. I mean, sort of.
Missile inbound.
Got it.
Yeah, we could just face tank the missiles now. It's a big improvement.
Missile inbound.
Perfectly honest, it may end up being the case that we don't need the ECM at all.
Looks like we're in the clear.
I don't know. I mean, we'll have to obviously test against enemies who are a little bit more intimidating.
There we go.
Alright, where's that cargo container? Let's go get our great reward, which I'm sure is going to be like a bunch of iron ore or something. Something I'm not even going to bother pulling into the hold. I don't actually know how much space we have left. I wish there was an indicator. Like a more obvious indicator of how much hold space you have.
Gotcha.
And it's just like, it's all religion and robots out here. Oh, you know what? Alien specimens, that's something. Those are valuable-ish. Let's try not to crash into anything here.
Random. Got a long haul ahead of you.
Do you guys feel like it's particularly common when we're trying to turn towards some religious tracts that the autopilot steers us into a big wall or something? I'm not saying that the game's mechanics are definitely making a comment on organized religion or anything.
Disengaged by distress
It
signal.
just seems odd is all. Hey, remember when we had like goals and we were trying to accomplish them? I should probably stop veering off
We
for
got
stuff.
here.
Especially considering that, you know,
Destination reached.
we do have a limited space in the hold. Alright, so some garbage ships are fighting some guys who have some interesting stuff. I mean, it's not super valuable. What does my hold look like? You know what? We're just gonna get back on track. Best of luck to you.
They're tearing me up out here. I could use a hand.
Oh, it looks like you've got it under control.
Destination reached.
It's like jackrabbits and stuff. Who cares?
Let's mix it up.
Okay, here we go. This is the convoy whose distress we actually care about. Adzes, Halcones. Well, I think it's the Adzes first, right? Halcones are a little bit tougher and I think a little bit less damaging, so it'll take us longer to lower the amount of incoming damage that way. Or by fighting them, I mean. And I would love to do this from the edge of the fight, the way we've been doing it the last couple of times.
See how you like the taste of this, buddy.
There we go. I mean, based on our read of their shields and stuff, it seems like the freighters are putting up a decent fight. Yeah, like that. Our assistance may not have actually been needed here.
I can't get these bastards off my ass. Some neighborly help sure would be appreciated.
Are we neighbors? I mean, I guess in the sense that all men are neighbors. Because we all occupy the same 3 to 11 dimensions, depending on exactly who you're listening to. And hey, even if we weren't occupying the same dimensions, you know, you just gotta be in the dimension next door. God, our weapon systems, man. I don't know, it's possible that these freighters are only doing a good job because we peeled a couple of those ads ships right away. You gotta imagine,
Come on.
a missile-based offense is pretty effective against a big, slow ship like that.
Mission complete.
Okay, cool. 20,000 credits for, honestly, not that much work.
What's that musk?
And I don't think these guys have any cargo that I actually want to...
10-8 to my next stop.
Cool. Congrats on that. I don't think these guys have any cargo that we want to bother with.
Pilot disengaged by craft proximity.
Oh, there's definitely some combat going on out here. Mining hulk full of gold. Ooh, vat-grown tissues are pretty valuable. Yeah, sure. We'll get involved.
Is your man a builder man?
They're tearing me up out here. I could use a hand.
You know, I was about to get mad at him because we're obviously already helping him.
My beautiful ship.
But maybe the problem here is just that, you know, it takes time for those messages to travel through space. He sent the communication 40 seconds ago, but it just got here. Because, you know, you got to put it in a message tube, and then align the tube with the intended target, and then shoot out. You got to wait for the afterburners to come on. It's a complicated process.
Oh, come on.
Ow. Alright. Here's a question. Are there any stations here? Because we could probably actually stop and check some stuff out. There's a whiskey distillery. Wait, that is not the right... There we go. This is what I want. We should check out the stuff, try to drop off some of this garbage that we're carrying. Jettison the stuff we don't actually want to sell. There we go.
Autopilot disengaged by distress signal.
Yeah, right at this moment, really all I want to do is land. There we go.
Clearance granted. You are now entering an automatic landing zone.
This place is a refinery. They might have ore available. What do we need? Was it 11 units of obtainium? Or 7? Something like that. We have, I think, 3 now. So we're not close, is my point. Alright, let's start with the commodities. Sorry, let's start with replenishing my missiles. Then the commodities. Okay. They do love Narcocola here. Guess we can offload the steel. They do love iron ore at the refinery. I guess that makes sense. These alien specimens are tremendously valuable. That's awesome. Okay, the only thing they will sell us is ceramics. Well, still, we made, or I guess, steel. They're refining the iron ore into steel. I appreciate that the stations like that their needs actually make sense like that. Out of curiosity, what do you have available for us? I mean, I'm seeing a lot of numbers that are below 20,000, and you know how I feel about those. That is the worst class of number. 8 units of obtainium. So we're almost halfway there, and then we gotta fly it all the way back to Taggart, which is, you know, whatever. We did not do this. It's in Missouri. We have flown out away from Missouri a little bit. Well, I guess we're headed back to Eureka anyway. I guess... let's go to Texas. I kind of want to fly out to the rock farming sector, actually, since we're here. You know, like, when is it going to be convenient for us to go back out here? But also, how much do I care? Yeah, let's just get back on track here. We'll fly back to Eureka. We'll figure things out from there. We know that that is a thing we want to do.
Hell, you don't even gotta come through the door. We don't want to see your face.
Do we want to visit these other stations? Topeka is a mining world. Let's go to Topeka. It might not be safe for us to try to land there. We might get contraband scanned. We'll figure it out.
Destination reached.
We could fight.
Clearance granted. You are
that police face appeared on our scanner there, and I got a little worried. But he didn't even want to scan us. He just wanted to pretend like he had. Listen, why work and get paid when you cannot work and still get paid? I get it. I see where he's coming from. Oh, they have one obtainium ore for sale. I'll take it. Look at that. We're halfway there. And we are running a lot of illegal garbage in our hold right now. Remote patrol in Texas. We are headed to Texas. And those are usually pretty easy missions. It's a fair amount of money. I'll take that. Well, I'm glad we checked then. And you know what? We should not buy a tachyon gun before going back to Bountiful Vista and potentially getting access to new unique weapons. Alright, the jump gate we want to go to is on the other side of the world. I'll trust the computer. I will trust the computer to figure this out and not do the thing that it looks like it's doing, which is plowing us directly through a planet. Alright, a little bit of scanning to increase our pocket change, just in case any of these cool new weapons are very expensive, and then see what Spanner has fixed up for us. That said, you know, maybe we shouldn't trust him. I think it's pretty clear whose side he's on, and it's not entirely mine. Yeah, man, sometimes these missions are very easy. Maybe we'll get lucky and all 5 of them will just be jump in and jump out.
What have we got here?
Destination reached.
That is a big ship. There's an awful lot of red on it, which makes me think it might be a pirate freighter. Okay, so there's a mining outpost here. It is, in fact, a pirate freighter. It is carrying a bunch of stuff I don't really want. I mean, do we have to go in and fight? The node was not marked as completed just from us showing up. There's a couple of traders in the area, which is not like... They're not going to provide us any meaningful support. But it looks like aside from the freighter, this would be a pretty easy fight. I'm watching the mission node on our map. As soon as it turns white, I'm good. We'll just jump out.
Trouble. I sure could use your help.
I'm moving on.
Maybe it wasn't a good idea to go for a target that was on the other side of the freighter immediately, or the gunship.
Missile inbound.
Nothing satisfies that high quality dust flavor and give it the hearty.
Yeah, and I'm gaining police rep. I don't know. That's frustrating. It sucks that there are some missions that are marked as giving you police rep, and then others that aren't, but still do it. Like, it should be easier to avoid gaining lawful reputation if you want to.
Mayday, mayday. Requesting help from anybody in the area.
So I'm gonna try to get rid of the jackrabbits first. And then maybe we'll just actually attack the pirate gunship. If we can find an angle on it where most of the weapons can't reach us, we might be able to take it down. We have pretty powerful weapons. It's just a matter of removing all of the other people who might shoot at us while we're trying to do that. And honestly, at this point, I'm not even picking up ejected pilots anymore. It's not worth the trouble. Not worth the space in my hold.
God is my witness. I will end you.
Careful there, buddy. I think you might be aligned with the wrong group of pirates.
The hell with this. You're dead, girl.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, hell, I'm fixing...
Yeah, my turrets are doing an okay job.
Missile inbound.
I think I pressed the ECM button there. Yeah, there we go. Missile evaded. There is a number of jackrabbits that would be able to kill us. I don't know what that number is, but it appears that we have not found it.
Oh, shit.
Missile inbound.
Yeah, I really am not. I'm not feeling any urgency at all in this combat. Yeah, man, in a situation like that, it is just not possible to not collide with the wreckage of the ship. You pull a 180 and turn on the afterburners as hard as you can, and it's still completely insufficient.
Gotcha.
Missile inbound. Missile evaded.
Is this fire from... Nope, some guy has decided he wants to die. I was gonna say, I thought we were too far away from the big ship for it to be shooting at us. We'll get there. It has cargo. I probably will try to kill it, but let's try to loot stuff first. The stolen freight, probably not worth the effort. Okay.
See how this suits you.
I don't have a lock on, but what I do have is a target that is large enough that I probably don't need a lock on.
Missile inbound. Missile evaded.
Yeah, this thing really... It does not have a lot of functional turrets. You know what I could really use is like a tractor beam array, where in a situation like this I could just kind of like point it in that direction and turn it on and it could grab everything.
Blackjack, craps, Keno, and the highest paying slots this side of Montana. New Vegas.
Narco Cola we sometimes manage to find buyers for. I'm gonna end up with a ton of garbage in my hold here. Oh wait, components. Components we will certainly be able to sell. Alright, that's good enough. The hell was I doing? Right, patrols. We did not have to do all that fighting. The node did go white before we actually engaged with that thing. Considerably before. But at that point I felt like, you know, sunk costs and everything. It's easily one of my favorite fallacies.
Destination reached.
Okay, node's good. There's a bunch of mines around here that we could spend time blowing up, but like, why?
Pilot disengaged by craft proximity.
Alright, freighters, tell me you are full of obtainium. Nope. I mean, stuff that's valuable. It's just not the stuff we want. Well, I guess let's go blow some dudes up. This guy has a bounty on his head. He might, based on the status of the front of his ship, he might die before we can get to him. Wait, what is our turret shooting at right now? Also, that star is very bright. How close are we to the... Oh, we are actually closer than I would like, is the answer to that question. It is still running away from me. You know what? If you wanted to live, you shouldn't have gotten a bounty dog. Alright. Cool. I am technically the guy who did the work.
Seen any action lately?
You mean aside from the thing that we just together did that you saw me doing?
Destination reached.
Okay, node is white, so just one last one.
A really nice ship you have. I hope I don't
Thank you.
damage it too much.
Oh, I don't think that's possibly, I don't think that's likely. Should probably be focused on that guy who called us, who's driving a ship that's actually slightly dangerous.
Your assistance would be appreciated, citizen.
Yeah, like, it's frustrating that so many apparently neutral missions end up having you fighting on behalf of the police or getting lawful reputation. It's like extremely hard to avoid.
I'll tear you apart. Run, Goma!
We could
Juno, what are you, blind?
kill all these pirates who are so devoted to our destruction, and then also kill the cops. Just try to offset it, even things out a little bit. And we'll see what the situation looks like once we get a couple more of these guys down. Because probably if we're thinking about turning on the police, we want to do it before all of the pirates are wiped. Oh, we actually had a shield drop.
Don't you worry. This gonna be over real quick.
And the ECM is, it is not perfect. It does not always actually work. I feel like we had a couple, maybe 3 ECMs in a row there, not actually drop the missiles. The gap hole is breached. We have so much shielding, though. Or not shielding, we have so much hull.
This is the dodge.
Also, holy hell, this thing is maneuverable.
Oh, shit!
Why is this particular ads impossible to catch up with?
Shit.
Systems critical.
Alright, that's enough of that from you. And I know it's you. It's definitely not that jackrabbit. Yeah, the reactor took a hit or two. Well, that's annoying. Did we actually... Hold on. Did we actually buy that hull plating? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I was saving up for the gun first. Yeah, well that's annoying because that's like a lot of time that we just lost there. The patrol missions are a little bit frustrating because it's like, on nodes like that, it's never clear what it is exactly that will make the node count as having been visited. Whoa, look at the size of this thing. What are you carrying? Absolutely nothing. You are associated with the Mercenaries Guild, probably we should not mess with you.
Autopilot disengaged by craft proximity.
Nah, that's okay. We're just gonna leave. Yeah, because like just getting to the node is sometimes good enough, but not usually when there are ships there. But then you also generally don't need to actually fight all of the ships. Why can I not get a read on you?
Missile inbound.
The more the merrier.
Missile evaded.
There we go.
Also, how are there enough pirates in the system for there to just be like dozens of them hanging out in multiple places in space? just saying, like, if you think about the number of people who would be eager to live this life here, where you do things that encourage people to shoot at you in outer space, has to be like, relatively low. As a percentage of the population, it can't be that many people.
Inbound.
The blackness beckons.
Well, I'm glad you're here in the call. That'll make it a little bit less disappointing for you when you are forced to answer it. Is there anything other than jackrabbits left? Aha! There's a ship that actually kind of has a weapon system.
Missile inbound.
Shit. I'm getting the hell out of here.
See, we have to have reached the point where it no longer makes sense for the enemies to ram us. Like, that guy must have taken more damage from that collision than we did. Look at this guy all, like, pulling maneuvers and taking cover. This is the smartest pirate we've ever fought. What a shame. Yeah, see, this node is still not counting as completed. Wait, is that the node that we're... Hold on. Yeah, no, this is the node that we're at. That's right. We're on the first node of this attempt. Getting all discombobulated on account of the previous attempt.
You're listening to the Stinger 76.2.
This is the an unusually fast jackrabbit. When flying away from us, he was actually able to
fish in a barrel.
to be gaining distance. Which we know they usually cannot keep up with our ship at full afterburner.
Yes.
Alright, are we good?
God,
I think we're good.
What are you, blind?
I did not hit anything.
Destination reached. Autopilot disengaged by craft proximity. Destination
I wonder
reached.
if the nodes are always the same.
God damn it. Just what I needed.
Destination reached.
So we're looking at another... Yeah, it is the same. It's generating the same kinds of nodes for us again. Well, I don't really want to spend a lot of time here. Considering the relatively low value of the place. There we go. Fly close enough and it counts. And then we just fly back out. So it's just that it's... the problem isn't that you have to do stuff at the node. The problem is that we're getting pulled out of our autopilot early. And it's doing that thing where it lies to you and tells you you reached your destination.
Autopilot disengaged by distress signal. Destination
Looks
reached.
like somebody's in trouble.
Mission complete.
I seem to be in a bit of trouble. I sure could use your help.
Alright, I suppose I could, real quickly here, just blow some stuff up in exchange for a reward. Sort of my primary occupation at this point. Although you'd think Juno, being the enterprising businesswoman that she is, would negotiate a price before doing the work. Alright.
Damn.
Tell me
sure
you are
showed
going to
up at the
drop
right
me
time.
some
I can
obtainium.
only give so much, but I hope this makes us square.
You know what? Gold ore is not bad.
Got it.
Oh, and a little bit of obtainium. Okay, cool. That actually was extremely worth our time. And maybe clear that off, clear that mining hulk off of my scanner. There are probably controls for operating the log. There we go. Okay, that's the New Mexico jump gate. That is not where we want to go.
Destination reached.
Alright, let's go see what Spanner has set up for us. Maybe. Let's go potentially see what Spanner has set up for us. Or maybe get stopped by pirates and nonsense 100 times on the way there. Really, either one of those things could happen.
Craft entering the area.
Should probably at least have a look. Seems like maybe it, maybe it was wrong. He's pretty far away. How did we get a read on something at that distance?
Destination reached.
Cargo was not valueless, but not valuable enough for me to fly all that way for it.
Welcome.
Alright, what is going on today? Also, how can we continue to improve our little home? Okay, so, unique weapons. Let's see. All this stuff is pretty normal. Photon cannon, tachyon gun. Is any of this new? Maybe it's not hardpoint weapons, maybe it's other kinds of weapons. What about missiles? Okay. These have stars by them. They're... Oh, the EMP javelin. This is something that we didn't see before. Brust arms, EMP javelin. And temporarily disable small craft on detonation. That seems pretty cool. Swarm launcher has been modified to increase its capacity by 12 missions. Okay, so some of these are not... they're not actually new weapons. They're just improved versions of weapons we had access to before. Well, I think the tachyon gun is probably the way we want to go first. Let's buy that. Let's just improve our power drawing weapon here by quite a bit. Yes, please sell the old garbage combat laser. And then we still have 62,000 credits. Feels like we could probably make some improvements. Okay, we had not yet bought the good haul. And we're very close. Let's see if we have anything interesting on the mission board. We don't need to make a lot of money. 100% lawful, man. Okay. Battlefield near Murano Junk Field. Nope. It's probably not worth doing. Mississippi. Region Mississippi system. Jump distance, 1 jump. Oh yeah, the unsafe one. Sure. Let's just go to Missouri and make that mission happen, and then we'll buy the new hull from somewhere else. There's a person here, Rusty's Wrench Ranch. It feels like we should be able to talk to them. Or to, like, Spanner, or I don't know. It feels like there should be more to do here. Population 1 is no longer accurate. Alright, the Missouri Jump Gate. Let's go do a job, get paid, get this thing out of my log, and then upgrade our hull. So that we don't die immediately after getting the message that the shields are down. A big part of the value of having shields and... A big part of the value of having passive defenses is that they give me more room for error. Things like an ECM are useful, but also you have to have the wherewithal to use them to get anything out of them.
Disengaged by hostiles.
Can't you guys see that I am busy? So it looks like there's a big space battle going on. Might be worth getting involved. Nobody involved has any interesting cargo. Maybe I just don't care about this. Although my tracer turret's probably going to kill one of these jackrabbits anyway. I'm eager to try out our new gun, but there's no point in trying a gun out against a jackrabbit. I can already tell you what's gonna happen. Alright. There's our man with his envelope. Couple of mercenary fighters. Nothing that looks terribly difficult to deal with. We're gonna leave the core at normal power distribution here and see what the draw of the tachyon gun is. My impression is, from looking at the bar, is that we're still not gonna see any meaningful draw.
Sorry about this, but a girl's gotta eat.
Fine, I'm ejecting my cargo now. Just back off.
Yo! I was not expecting that guy to ram the freighter in an attempt to drive me off of continuing to fight him. It was certainly an effective maneuver. We haven't fought these ships enough for me to have a good sense of how long it usually takes us to destroy them, so it's not terribly useful information there.
There we go.
Alright, there's my envelope. Should we feel bad about jumping a guy who has that many religious tracts in his inventory? Maybe he was on a mission of mercy. You know, because that's what missionaries are usually doing. Mercy, right?
Autopilot disengaged by distress signal. Destination reached.
Alright, anything more complicated going on here? Oh, maybe even less complicated, actually. Guy doesn't have any guards at all. Well, this doesn't seem like a good way to survive. He's lucky I'm such a reasonable sort.
This was just not your lucky day.
You can forget it.
Really? What do you gain? What do you gain by doing this, man? I mean, I asked. I was nice about it.
That was
kind of. I was nice enough about it, in my opinion.
Damn, it's the cops.
Hostile craft inbound.
Okay, feels like maybe we ought to move
To
then.
get into it.
Missile
There
inbound.
we go.
Is it time to get into it though? It feels like it might just be time to leave. Power draw seems to be kind of negligible, pretty much negligible. Oh boy. How many cops are we talking about here? I'm taking damage pretty quickly. Actually, only one? Oh, well, never mind. Then we'll just kill him. Thanks, autopilot.
Inbound.
Cannot trust the computer in these jump fields.
Shit.
Once again, it had to be worse for him than it was for me.
You've made a serious mistake, citizen.
See, I wouldn't say I've made a mistake exactly. And this trooper can just keep, like, flying in circles all she wants, but it's not gonna make my turret stop working, so... Her plan really is just to ram my ship over and over again in the hopes that she'll scare me off, I guess?
Looks like we're in the clear.
Frankly, seems like a real dumb plan to me.
Greetings, Juno. I'm very pleased with the progress here at Bountiful Vista, but I can't help thinking we could liven the place up a bit. When you have a moment to discuss it, I'd love to lay out my ideas for you.
All right, Spanner. I'll see if I can drop by.
Yeah, see, I was kind of figuring there would be more to do.
Hold full.
Shit.
Oh. Well, no soy paste for me, I guess. Alright, we gotta do this, and then we gotta visit a, do this. And then we gotta visit a station so that we can sell some stuff off here.
Hold full.
I'm not... What? I was trying to engage the autopilot.
Well, well.
Autopilot disengaged by hostiles. Missile inbound.
Okay, so we don't always get a notification when they work. Because I dropped an ECM there, and it like, you could see it steer the missile away. And we certainly didn't get hit. So then earlier, maybe we didn't have 3 ECMs fail in a row, it's just they succeeded silently, if they succeeded. Alright, when we have power diverted to the engines and shields, the tachyon gun does actually drain our power supplies pretty quickly.
Shit.
You know what I like about that guy is his eloquence. See, I thought we were already clear, but apparently it was just that one of the pirates had completely abandoned his friends, and then he was brought back to the situation by shame, I assume? There's a cargo container over there, full of religious garbage.
Hostile craft
I got a
inbound.
bad feeling about this. God damn it. Just what I needed.
What does hostile mean in this circumstance? It means, yeah, some random idiots. I guess we ought to deal with them. Actually, this would be a good opportunity for us to kill some of these mercenary ships while they're distracted. Just wait until we get a good bead on this dude. Yeah, that'll do.
Juno, what are you, blind?
The jackrabbits are like oblivious enough that they're still shooting at me even though I'm helping them, and it definitely makes more sense for them to just, you know, work together with me.
Missile inbound.
Yeah, it is nice that during the tracer reload period we can still actually deal damage again.
Oh, this is the end for you.
But why? But why would you be trying to make this the end?
Missile inbound. Missile evaded.
Just put a little bit of distance between us and this guy. You know what? Never mind. I was gonna say I definitely want to get rid of that mercenary first, but the guy's so far away. He is not going to be part of this transaction no matter what happens.
We ain't all Robin Hoods out here. Mostly just hoods.
There's no way you're taking what's mine.
It's crazy how our turret knew what his answer was before he actually said it.
Oh, hell. I got breaches all over.
Yeah, I mean, if you dropped the cargo at this point, I would stop shooting.
Boom.
Missile inbound.
Oh. Mercenary finally showed up. He remembered what his job was.
Well, that wasn't so bad.
Ooh. I don't know. It wasn't great.
Hold full.
Really? I can't pick up the... It's an envelope. I don't have room in the hold for an envelope? Alright, what's the least valuable thing? Soy paste. Nobody needs religious tracts either. Or pulp novels. It's ridiculous that pulp novels are low value. Those would be valued commodities. Alright, I just need any station. I gotta dump some of this stuff. Sorry, I said any station. It probably should not be one of those Commonwealth stations. That seems like a dangerous prospect.
Destination reached.
Closing with hostile.
Craft entering the area.
Oh, come on, man. I just want to conduct business. Nothing personal, dude. You are just paying the asshole tax. Yeah, the tachyon gun is it's a good and powerful weapon, but with this power draw, we definitely could not afford to run too many of them. Seems like it's all just mercenaries fighting. Okay, there's a pirate over here. Wow, this poor dude. Ah, I stole the killing blow. That was a 16,000 credit bounty. Also, a bunch of damn lawful reputation. Okay, we're still solidly neutral though.
Clearance grant.
That was pretty lucky that we managed to, first of all, completely avoid that guy's attention, and secondly, actually do enough damage to him to get paid, to get some credit. Alright, let's sell some of this garbage. We have way too much stuff in the hold. Fat-grown tissues? Hell yeah. Soy paste? Everybody loves to eat paste. Okay. We really don't have that much illegal cargo. I think we might want to just jettison the stolen freight. It's not even really worth anything. And while we are here, let us definitely make that hull upgrade. Duratanium. It's like titanium, but forever. Okay, feeling a little tougher now. All these numbers are nice and high. Our weapon systems are in a good place. Not, not beyond upgrade, but a pretty good place. So I think our next move would be the turrets. And if we were gonna buy, sorry, not the turrets, the missile weapons. And if we're gonna buy missile weapons, we're gonna do it at Bountiful Vista, right? So maybe we just go back there, see what it was that that Spanner wanted us to do before we get too far away. And at some point, we'll get back on mission. We'll get some things accomplished. Maybe. I'm not promising anything. Maybe we'll just fly around in space shooting people and very slowly mining forever. I might, though. I might go ahead and mine the rest of that obtanium. Just go spend some time in the rock fields around Bountiful Vista off camera, so that y'all don't have to watch it happen, but it can still get done.
Destination reached.
I'm assuming that once we're done upgrading Bountiful Vista, it'll have the full complement of options. That's true, this is the jewel of the Eureka system. It is also basically the only thing in the Eureka system, which makes it, by default, the jeweliest of all of the things. That's just the wrong button.
Another day, another dollar.
Listen, the problem is there's so many buttons in the spaceship, and I'm afraid of pressing a lot of them because they're they're red and they glow. And you're just like, is that going to blow up? Is that going to make it blow up with me in here? So you try to stick to the buttons you're familiar with.
So, you want to liven the place up, you said. What for?
Well, purely from an aesthetic sense, wouldn't it be wonderful to see this place bustle a little? But if you're more interested in practical matters, a little passive revenue would be nice. So I propose we open a bar. Doesn't that sound grand?
I've sort
I
of
stopped
tried
listening
to
at
food
revenue.
service my entire life.
Oh, well, I certainly wouldn't propose that you run the place. I'm happy to take that on. There are only a few things we'll need to get started.
I'm listening.
Well, first, we'll need a good bartender. That's really key. And I know just the one, by reputation. Vider Franks. He works the bar at Velos Casino in the discouragement system. I'm sure with a little financial enticement, he'd be happy to work here.
Financial enticement, eh? What else do we need?
To start, about 10 cases of Greel whiskey should get us up and running. Once we get some cash flow, the rest should be self-supporting.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Wonderful.
Well, we do know where there's a whiskey distillery. Oh. We also have to get to the discouragement system. Where in the hell is that? Oh, and it's only reachable by a dangerous jump. Well, I mean, we have to get to the place we're going in order to get over there anyway. So I guess maybe that can be our goal for next episode. For now, of course, that is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. We blew up a lot of people today, and when you come back next time tomorrow, we're going to blow up even more. We'll see you then.